Hey guys, it's Nikki. Welcome back to another song review, and welcome back to Nightwish Wednesday, our final Nightwish Wednesday with Yesterwynde. And today's song is called The Weave. You guys told me that I would probably like this one. A decent amount of you said that, so I'm very excited to check it out. But I do want to say this video might be a little bit longer than normal because this morning I listened to all of the album so far, since this is the last song that I don't know on this album. And I rated them. I rated all the songs. I made notes. So that'll be saved for after. But first we have to listen to this one to see where I'm going to put this one on my list. So let's pop our headphones on, turn it up, and here we go. Ooh. Enticing me already with that. Oh my gosh, the drums. Paying attention to the lyrics, but I love that drum beat. That beautiful, haunting vibe to it. Wow. My gosh. Oh man. You guys are right, and this is gonna throw off my whole list. I can tell already. Oh my God. Wow, it kicked in even more there. Has begun. Guys, I have chills right now. I was gonna say they need to compose a movie. That's what I was gonna say before. It kicked in and took me off guard. Wow, that's darkness. I say wow so much, but love that like layered sound, and it's more than just the drums now. It's like, oh. about life, unweaving. Oh my gosh, I don't have it up like the time. I thought it was over. Wait. Okay, now it's really over. That was amazing. Before the first chorus kicked in, I was going to say that Nightwish really needs to compose like a movie. I feel like Thomas would be amazing at that if he's the one that's kind of behind all of just how intricate everything is, which I think he is. He would just be unbelievable at like building the suspense in a movie or just taking it into the next scene, because he does that with songs, and he could paint a whole picture of what you're supposed to feel with a song, let alone if he actually had like a plot given to him, like, okay, we need a sound for this. He'd be perfect at that. But oh my goodness, how it kicked in at the end. I thought it was over because I have the lyrics up and I have the time, but I don't have like the scroll thing on the bottom up, so I don't really know when a song ends. And oh my gosh, guys, like I said, this is going to totally mess up my list now. I don't know. Instinctively, I'm like, number one, this is my favorite, but I need to think about it. I really need to think about it. But first, I'll look into the lyrics a little bit. What I got from it was just that it's kind of about life. And I mean, it says, old ghost dancing to a new birth, knit from souls vanished long gone. First step, open gates to homesteads. Last thought, innocent and unscathed. So I feel like, I don't know, the unweaving has begun. I feel like it's just kind of maybe life ending, but then also life beginning in some way, if that makes sense. Let me see what I can find about this one. Okay, so I can't really find too much about it from Nightwish, but there is a Reddit page where people are talking about this, and somebody said, I think the weave is about the cycle of life and death and is a reference to the three fates of Greek mythology, who determine the lives of mortals with the thread of life. That's my interpretation. I've never heard of that before. The three fates of Greek mythology. Somebody responded and said, yes, I thought so too. The weaving metaphors can be found in almost every song. I think it's also about the circle of life as well. Yeah, I feel like all their songs, I mean, lyrically, sure, but even musically, I go back to the music for Nightwish a lot of times, and through the whole album and even song to song, I think I said this in another video where it kind of feels like you're taken on a roller coaster and you actually feel the ups and downs and the turns. And when a song or when the mood speeds up and gets intense, it really is like the whole album. It is kind of just weaving in and out of everything. Emotions, sound, speed, like everything. So it's a really good way to word that. Somebody else said too, it's not just Greek mythology. The theme of the three fates can be found all across European cultures. So that makes sense too. I feel like every culture probably has their own version of, I guess, life and death and the in-between. Let me see, actually. Let me look up the three fates because I don't know. Yes, they were goddesses who determined the destiny of mortals and gods. So there was, oh gosh, pronunciations here. Hold on. There was Clotho, the spinner, who spun the thread of human fate. There was Lachesis, the allotter, who dispensed the thread. And then there was Atropos, the inflexible, who cut the thread, determining the moment of death. Okay, so yeah, it makes sense with the song. And like the other person on Reddit said, that there's a lot of interpretations that could mean basically that. It doesn't necessarily have to be Greek mythology, but that does make sense. You guys let me know what you think. But now here's a tricky part for me. I'm going to reevaluate my list. It's going to seem like a second to you, but it'll probably be like 5 minutes at least to me till I move things around to squeeze in the weave now. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think I have my list. I'm going to have my phone here just because, like I said, I have notes. I'm going to try to go through this as quick as possible. But okay, here we go. So number 1 on my list is Perfume of the Timeless. So that was the first song that came out that had a music video that really got us all hyped for the album, I want to say. And maybe that's why it just really stuck with me, but also the lyrics and the meaning of the song, especially We Are Because of a Million Loves. I'm the type of person that, like, I don't even know. I could just go outside at night, see the moon, and my mind starts wandering about, like, how did we get here? We're just floating in space and all this other, like, just deep, weird stuff. But Toamas is kind of like that in a lot of his songs, where he seems to really think about the things that, you can kind of think about time to time and just move on. And I feel like his brain probably gets sucked into those thoughts, and that's why he can write these songs. And just for the simple fact that, it takes you back and makes you think about you're here because of so many other things and so many other decisions. Everything in life led up to this exact moment. And that just blows me away. So number 2 is The Weave. We just heard it. It's amazing. And I do love the meaning of it. I like the darkness. It kind of reminds me of Spider Silk, which is actually my number 3. And that one I really liked because it had just a dark sound to it. I know I just said that and I'm repeating myself and I hate that. But I really like that vibe mixed with the classical sound. That's what I really like about symphonic metal just in general, is that it can have that darkness and also beauty, and those 2 songs just really, really did it for me. And also Spider Silk, that's one that I love because it could be about a person being manipulative, and it also could just be about a spider in its web. Who really knows? Number 4 is The Day Of, and I liked this one because it was a bit more controversial, I want to say. I remember Toamas talking about that in like a little Instagram video, maybe it was a YouTube short, where he said that the lyrics, some people might have an opinion about it, basically, because it just talks about how there's these major things that happen in life and everybody kind of acts like this is the end of the world. This is a sign of everything ending. And so far, everything still continues on. Even though horrible stuff happens and it might feel like it's the end, it isn't, and you shouldn't believe into that hype, is what I got from that song. And I just thought that was a cool and unique and bold song for Nightwish. Number 5, the Antikythera Mechanism. And I didn't even have to look that up this time. Usually I have to look up pronunciations, but now I know because of Nightwish. And that's something that is cool about that song, that it taught me about something, a device that I didn't even know existed. And also in my notes here, I had that it's the breakdown really, and the layered drum sound, which you guys know I love those layered drums. Number 6, Something Whispered, Follow Me. This one I thought was interesting lyrically because it was like, build a treehouse underground, build a graveyard with a view. I think those are the lyrics. And I was like, that's interesting. And I still listen to that and I'm like, that's weird. But what I really liked about this song is when she sings the chorus, when Flor sings Something Whispered, Follow Me, and then there's those backing vocals, which I think is Troy, and he sings Followed Me kind of in a higher pitch, like ending that line. And I don't know why, it just makes me think of something from my childhood. I don't know if I listened to a song that did the same thing when I was younger, but it just makes me happy when I listen to that. And yeah, I really like that one. Number 7 is Children of Ada. That was one that I remember I really liked, the almost tribal sound to it with the vocals, with the beat. And also it taught me about something that I didn't know. It was another song that was based off of a real life situation, kind of like the Antikythera Mechanism. And I love when songs do that. Like you're listening and you're enjoying what you're, like your ears are enjoying what you're hearing, but you're also getting a bit of a lesson with it as well. And I just think that's cool. Number 8, An Ocean of Strange Islands. And honestly, a lot of these, I would say, after Something Whispered, Followed Me, I would say any of these could really be mixed up. And depending on the day, it shifts, it changes. But I put An Ocean of Strange Islands for number 8. And that one, I really liked the lyrics a lot. I liked that it kind of took you on a journey in the ocean, I want to say, but just with life and the things you experience along the way, and the turbulence and the calm moments, and then the calm moments that are going to turn into turbulence and you don't even know it yet, and then trying to find that peace at the end of the journey. That was just really creative, a creative story for a song. And yeah, that's why it's my number 8. Number 9 is Sway. And that one, I really just enjoyed Floor and Troy's vocals together. It was just a very gentle song. And I think that their voices are beautiful together. So for number 10, I put Hewright. I believe that's how you say it. I'm still not 100% sure. I always mess it up. You guys told me I did good in the comments, but then a minute goes by and I'm like, well, how do you say it again? But that one, it had another good breakdown to it. And it was one of those songs that kind of, I think in the video I said that it made me think of like Ireland or Scotland with the sound of the pipes. And I don't really think that happened too much with this album. I feel like when I first started listening to Nightwish, that was a common thing that I said. But I think that might have been the first song on this album that made me think of that. But I like that. So yeah, number 10. Now we get to 11 and 12. So we have Lantern Light and Yesterwynde. Yesterwynde I put as number 12 because it's just a short song. It's kind of an intro. And I know a lot of you guys told me that that could kind of blend with the first one, but technically it is track 1. So I put that number 12 because it is the shortest and, you know, it's kind of an intro. But if it wasn't for that, Lantern Light would have been number 12. And I just say that because while it's a beautiful song and has such amazing meaning to it, it just makes me sad and it makes me want to cry. Even when I was listening to all the songs today to put this list together, like the Once Upon a Lantern Light part, I was like, I skipped around this one. I'm like, okay, I need to refresh my memory on what this sounds like. But just hearing that part, I was like, I can't listen to this. So where do you put a song that you enjoy but you can't listen to? I put it number 12. It's kind of funny because I told my husband last night that I was going to be making this list today, and I said Lantern Light is definitely going to be last. And he's like, what? He's like, I thought you liked that song. He's like, and everybody seemed to like it on your channel. I'm like, I know, but it just makes me sad. So yeah, that's my list. You guys let me know if you want to where your songs stand in what order, even if you just want to do like top 3 or top 5, because like I said, I know for me it changes day to day which one that I'm like obsessing over with any song, with any artist. Like, you know, I think it takes some time to see what song you're gonna keep coming back to that makes it your favorite. But I'd be curious to know what your guys' ranking is, so let me know if you want to. It's a lot, I know. But yeah, we're done with Yesterwynde. I can just listen to the album now. My husband actually got me the album on vinyl, so maybe I can listen to that tonight to like celebrate the closing of this series on the channel. And I want to thank you guys for being here and enjoying it with me. I know a lot of you guys, you know, you're not doing reactions, so you just listen to it all at once. And you've been listening to it for a while, so I appreciate you coming back and tuning in with me to hear it again. And yeah, let me know. Actually, no. I said that we were going to do a concert next. I don't know when that'll be. I always take a little bit of a break in between Nightwish shows and concerts that I do, but I will go back and see. I think it might have been End of an Era. I think that's what we were going to do. Yes, it was End of an Era with Tarja. Their final show with Tarja as vocalist, it says. So that'll be interesting because from here, it's only been like Floor. I've known Nightwish just with Floor. So it'll be weird to see a different vocalist. I need to take a moment to wrap my head around that too. So yeah, hope you guys will come back for that. If you still want it, let me know. If you don't, if you want something else, you could also let me know that too. We have some time to decide, and I'll probably post an update sometime in the community tab just to let you guys know when that's going to start up. And hopefully you stick around for other songs and other bands in the meantime. I always say, let me know who else you want me to listen to too. I know some people are just here for Nightwish, and that's fine. I understand, but if you want me to listen to anything else, just let me know. All right, guys, I will end this one here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.